So here's a special one from back when Nintendo was being a bit more free with licensing out their IPs. We're covering the nelsonic Zelda Game Watch. The company Nelsonic released a bunch of different wristwatches that actually let you play games on the watch itself. In order to actually sell these things, they featured a bunch of characters from pretty well-known IPs. The plot here is pretty bare bones, almost non-existent. You have to read it from the manual. Link enters a cave defenseless and is attacked by enemies like crushing iron balls and ferocious bats. In order to defeat them, he has to pick up a weapon that will defeat that specific enemy type. You move this tiny character around on this grid-based screen, avoiding enemies until you pick up an item that lets you defeat them, usually located in the top left corner. Once you have that item, you go and destroy all the enemies in the level, and then a key will appear which you have to pick up, and then you have to navigate to the exit door. You then start a new stage where you no longer have that weapon, you have to pick up another, beat the enemies, rinse and repeat. At the end of every 4th stage, you'll fight a mini-boss, which is a fire-breathing dragon. You need to pick up a bomb from the top left corner and then drop it near the dragon and run away. When the bomb explodes, the dragon dies, and you can pick up a piece of the Triforce. After that, a key appears again, you go through the door to the next stage, and you rinse and repeat. There's technically 16 stages in this game, with slightly harder monsters appearing in every set of 4. Once you've cleared the first set of 4 stages and beaten the dragon, you've pretty much seen everything this game has to offer. The one thing I will say though, is that because of how quickly you can move through the stages and how fast this plays, the game did get a bit addictive. It pushed me to keep trying even though I was fighting against the controls of the watch itself. It's also not a great quality screen, and it doesn't have a backlight. So when you're looking at this from certain angles, the characters and UI are pretty much invisible, and there's also occasionally some screen flicker. Also worth noting that the battery in the watch does not last particularly long for a wristwatch. If you actually wore this thing regularly, you'd have to swap that out very often. I definitely had a better time with this than I expected. That being said though, skipping this game is not a big deal.